video with the disclaimer that this is probably the worst romance TLSQ Jam City has ever made. The Masquerade TLSQ was just boring, but at least it was coherent. This one is awful. Not only does it have a storyline that makes no sense, but the behavior displayed by your love interest in this TLSQ is so awful and stupid, and honestly the kind of behavior that you would only ever expect from Merula or Sebastian, to be honest. But you wouldn't expect this behavior from anyone else like Barnaby, Penny, Talbott, who make it very clear that they prioritize their relationship with MC over some frivolous task of finding a potion.
Flashback.
Good morning everyone. And yes, I'm well aware this came out yesterday. I just needed to be at work. Welcome to a very classically named love story. Now I've read the script for this TLSQ. It's not great, but I'll give the TLSQ a benefit of the doubt and we'll play it. Although I'm imagining that it will be quite awful according to the data mine, it's just really weird behavior. So grab a snack, sit down, maybe you have a bag of chips that you want to finish, because this is going to be a long one and also probably very cringy. Get ready for romance as you and your date set off to gather the Wizarding World's greatest love stories, but be prepared for a few twists along the way. Let me just add that the reason I think this TLSQ is going to be stupid is, again, we are turning 18 years old. 17, alright. We're about to graduate. We still haven't gotten to kiss our love interest. At this point, I don't think we'll ever do it. Because this game caters to 9-year-olds. And to those 9-year-olds can see a dead body, but they will not watch two people kissing. And they'll watch it in Disney movies all the time. Okay, hello random NPCs. What is happening? By Merlin's magic pocket watch, I swear I ordered my food at least 5 minutes ago. Now where is it? Hey, what do you call a male Karen? No, I don't want to hear it if your name is Karen. It's a nice name, but it has been spoiled by all the awful Karens around the world. Blame them. I seem to have misplaced my jar of Bulbrox juice. I hope no one drank it. Here we go again. This is talks but grown up. What are you looking at? I'm just gonna... Yes, Madam Rosmata, hello! I'm getting to miss Serona Ren. Hi, Madam Rosmata. I got your message. There was something you wanted to talk to me about. Yes, thank you for meeting me. You know how hard it can be for me to get away. Yeah, the guy didn't get his food for 5 minutes and he's already being out. Let's get straight to it. I need a small but timely favor. What would it take for you to help me? Okay, this is too mean, this is too nice, and this is just right. Okay. How I can help you depends upon details. Before I can agree to anything, I need to hear a few more details first. That's right, Clever. Never agree to anything unless you've heard the whole story. Yes, see, that's what I said. Now listen closely while I explain exactly what I need you to do for me. I'm happy to help. You just need to explain what I have to do before I do it. I see you want me to deliver a gift to Professor McGonagall back at Hogwarts. A very simple favor. Does not require much thinking. Precisely. I knew you were a good listener. I simply wouldn't trust an owl with a package this fragile and rare. In exchange for your help, I'll set up a romantic evening for you and your chosen date at the Three Broomsticks. At this point, Rosmata is basically mom part 2 for Sarahi. She's straight up just gonna say, hey, you can bring Barnaby. I'll set up a romantic evening, bring Barnaby along, you can have a date. I'll make sure to make it nice. You can just straight up say that. How generous. And now that I have all the details I asked for, I can confidently say you've got a deal. Brilliant. I'll get you the package on your way out. Just deliver it to Professor McGonagall and we'll be all set. Like, it must be a really important package, like, for you to be like, I will clear out my entire restaurant for a few hours so you can have a nice day. That's really nice. And it must be a very important package. Are you okay? Are you okay, Madam Rosmata? I'm okay. Anyway, this time of the year, she often spends her free moments by the lakeshore. If I were you, I'd look for her there first. Alright. Then I'll head to the lakeshore now and deliver your package. After that, I can start planning my date. I tend to use the Legacy Companion mod to bring Sebastian to the lakeshore very often. Like, I feel like the lakeshore is just that place where you should go. At least with my MC. Like, Sarahi also tends to date Barnaby by the lakeshore or in the boathouse. I also tend to use the companion mod to bring Sienna and Sebastian to the lake house. I mean, so just the boathouse or the lakeshore. Like, it's become kind of a theme in my headcanons. If they're gonna have a date, they're gonna have it either on the lakeshore or in the boathouse. The boathouse, which by the way, Barnaby once turned into a full-on wedding venue. That's how pretty it looked. Anyway, Professor McGonagall, Madam Rosmata said I'd find you out here. Yes, just out for a short walk. Hello. But I'm surprised to hear you looking for me. I trust everything's alright? Oh yes, at least as far as I know. I just come to deliver a package from Madame Rosmata. I believe it's a gift. Here you go. Here you go. I can't speak. Take your package from Amazon. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about this. Guys, stop. I'm sure you already saw the image on the community post, but look what I got. This is the Hogwarts Legacy art book. I freaking love art books on games that I like. I love this book. Do you know that in this book it's written that Percival Rackham is a Hufflepuff and there is not a single Gryffindor in the entire Keeper squad. Also, look at Victor Rookwood's portrait. This little bastard who cursed Anne has no right to look this good. Also, I have to point this out because I am an Indian and I love these kind of clothes. Look at Professor Shah's sari. Look at the whole thing. I love this sari. And do you know that it has the same color scheme as the astronomy dress that we have in the game? I really like it. I feel like I should learn how to put a sari on. If I can fit into one. If you're wondering why I'm not talking about Sebastian, okay, first of all, so if you're wondering why I won't talk about Sebastian, okay, just to satiate all of us, here's Sebastian, here's his page. I don't talk about it because it's like everyone has talked about this. And honestly, there's no surprising information there. However, let me just point out Natty because I think in the 1890s, just every student at Hogwarts had Riz. Which is a word I did not know existed until I saw all the posts about how cute these characters are. Like, why are they so pretty? Like, let me just. Where is Poppy? I want to kiss her on the mouth. That's how pretty she is. Look at Poppy. If you can see her. I want Poppy. I really like her. I would kiss every character in this game. They're all so pretty. One disappointing thing about this art book is it doesn't have any concept art for the characters. I normally love looking at concept art. Like if you have ever seen Hogwarts Mysteries concept art, few pages that are available, you can see the concept art for Tonks, Charlie, Tulip, the ones I remember. And I loved seeing how many styles Tonks went through before we came in the style that is now in the game. Like I really hoped the art book would have concept art for like maybe what did Beta Sebastian look like? What did Beta Natty look like? What did Beta Poppy look like? That kind of stuff. I wanted to show this weeks ago, but I forgot about it because I put it inside. I probably shouldn't forget about this book. It was so damn expensive. Anyway, I spent 10 minutes on that. Where were we? Yes. She didn't say what it is, only that it was quite important and timely. Oh, I see. Well, thank you for bringing it to me, Miss Silvers. You don't look happy about it. It was my pleasure, Ellie. To be honest, Madame Rosmata offered to arrange a special date for me and whoever I choose in return. A date. That sounds magnificent. She is sad. Is this a death anniversary of her husband? Whose name I forget. Are you alright, Professor? Yes, I'm alright. In fact, I'm quite happy. Good, because, well, to be honest, you look a bit out of sorts. I hope I haven't upset you. As I'm sure you know by now, some forms of happiness have a pinch of sadness mixed in it. It can't be helped. Yeah. But don't worry, you haven't upset me. If you'll spare me a moment of your time, I can explain. Okay, bye-bye. Nope, we are not doing energy. Oh, Professor, I didn't know you'd lost a husband. You never mentioned him before. Hasn't she? I don't know. That's because I'm not normally in the habit of sharing my personal life with students, even those I have affection for. But you've got me in a candid mood and it's been nice to talk with you about Elphinstone. We're actually standing on the very spot where Elphinstone proposed and where I accepted. I'm sorry, I thought that was Madame Pardifo. Now what's that rumor about Madame McGonagall receiving a proposal in Madame Pardifo? Am I missing something here? Those memories keep me company as I walk the path we once walked together. Even now, he makes me smile. Oh, that's nice. It's a wonderful spot, Professor, but I had no idea it had such a romantic history. Brother, I come here for dates with Barnaby all the time. Elphinstone and I had 3 perfect years together before he was taken by a venomous tentaculabite. I'm sorry about that, but also a venomous tentaculabite. I did not know those are poisonous. Are those fatal? Do those cause death? I mean, we do use venomous tentacula as a battle plant in Legacy, but I just never use plants and potions. Perhaps now you understand why I insist you and your fellow students take your herbology classes seriously. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Of course, Professor. It was a sad end, but I would be lying if I said his memory left me feeling anything but content. Or, what matters after all is not now how long we have together, but how we spend that time. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But I hope the sad parts of my story didn't sour your day. Now that you've heard all, how do you feel? Happy that you had. Yeah, that's just sweet. I'm just happy you had that time together. You know who else only had 3 years with their love interest? Sebastian. Chiara died at age 20. Like you said, it's not how long we have, but how we spend that time. That's quite nice to hear. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. A part of the joy of sharing stories with people is that you always learn a bit about the people you share them with. God. Now, if I recall, you have a date to plan and I have a gift to open. Can I see it? You better hurry along. There's no time to waste. Maybe I should get myself a drink. You're right. I'll leave you to Madame Rosmada's gift and head to the Great Hall so I can start preparing for my date. This should take... Okay, I've never been on a date, so I guess I can't judge. I don't know how you plan a date. I've never been on one. I'm nearly 21 years old and I've never been on a date. What is my life? I genuinely want to know in the comments how many of you people have already been in your first date. And if you have been on your first date, then how old were you when you went on your first date? And if you've had more dates after. As a person who is almost never bored, I have to say that today has proven curiously anomalous. That's why Barnaby is asleep. I think I developed a new spell by accident. Everywhere I go today, time slows to a crawl. So you all are just bored today, right? Please tell me you've come looking for a styling of some kind, perhaps for a magical creature. I wish to, but the game won't let me. Or I'd let you put like Sydney in a tiny sweater, which would be very cute. So y'all are just bored today, huh? Sly Silvers, there you are. I've been hoping you'd show up. Normally when you show up, you whisk us away to some stupidly idiotic adventure, but at least it isn't boring. How about you all just go like read like Talbott? I have to read some books. Like I want to reread that entire art book again. It has a lot of information on it too. Not a single one of the keepers is a Gryffindor, and that is so awesome to me. And the leader of the keepers is a Hufflepuff. I love that. Right, Tulip, is something wrong? It's an emergency, a horrible curse. I've been struck by an unbearable boredom hex. I think this is an emergency. I think this emergency is being oversold. Perhaps, but surely in the middle of an epic quest I can help with. I'll let you decide if it's epic, but I just delivered a gift to Professor McGonagall from Madame Rosmada. In exchange, Madame Rosmada is giving me a date special dinner at the Three Broomsticks. I will do just about anything for food. You know, if I ever went on a first date, honestly, whoever was dating me, I'd just tell them, look, dude, there is no need to take me to a fancy restaurant. You can just take me to a McDonald's and I'd be happy about it. Let's not spend too much money, yeah? I'm saying all of this as I've never been on a date, but I don't have a lot of expectations either. Blimey, that must have been some gift. That's quite a reward. That's quite a reward for a simple errand. I know. That's what I said. But before you ask, I won't be able to join you myself. Dennis has been a bit sick, so I'm tending to him. You knew I was gonna take Barnaby anyway. Still, I'm sure I can help you find the perfect date. You already know we're going with Barnaby. Shut up. You're right about the gift. Whatever it was, it seemed to put McGonagall in a curious mood. Upon receiving it, she told me a love story from her life. She claimed one joy of telling stories was that they can teach you about the person you share them with. That's quite curious, I suppose. It's also quite brilliant. And that's also precisely how I'll help you find the perfect... This is getting stupid. Can we just go to the part where I choose Barnaby and I'm not requested by every character to choose them? Everyone say you can share McGonagall's story with them and then a bit more... Can we get to the good part? Get to the good part. Well, I just learned Professor McGonagall was married and she lost her husband to venomous Tentaclabite. When I spoke to her, she was walking along the lake shore where her husband proposed. She said her memories of him keeping company when she walks where they once walked together. Very cute. I had no idea Professor McGonagall lived in such an interesting life. Then again, she is part cat. What does that got to do with anything? And can this one bit of him. It's easy to forget professors aren't just professors. On top of everything we see, they just have a whole life. Yeah, it's just kind of hard to see when most of the teachers you have are asses, as has been the case with me in college. Now let's hear what everyone else thinks of Professor McGonagall's story. I do not care. We do not care. Please, can we just... It's nice to think of McGonagall in love. I'm happy for her. Barnaby being the sweetest boy. And we go back to the stupidity. I'm so impatient. And like, Barnaby, can we stop treating him like an idiot? For the love of God, he knows what that means to be lost. It seems everyone had a very different opinion of Sim McGonagall's love story, just like we hoped. But I hope we were able to keep track of them all. Honestly, I don't care about anyone's opinion except Barnaby. I think so Merula wanted more, and I love the idea of a perfect match. Penny said it was wildly romantic. Talbott was curious and tight-lipped. Barnaby was delighted but confused, as he is with everything, to be honest. Chiara was cryptic but charmed. Badeea said it was a sad, beautiful image, whereas Jay seemed to want a happier ending. Wait until these kids learn about Sebastian and Sienna's love story. I mean, wait till you people learn about their love story. I haven't written it down yet, but I'm gonna. And I think we gained some insight into each witch and wizard here, just like Professor McGonagall said. So tell me, now that the romance is in the air, who will you ask to join you for a special priority? It's a date. I'm dating Barnaby. It's been obvious for the last 5 years I've been playing this game. And he fell back asleep. Sweet boy, cute boy, too good for this world, pure boy. He's too pure for this world. Barnaby would make the date unforgettable. I bet we'll laugh the whole time. 2 more words have not been said. He's a very funny guy. And some of that laughter might even be with him instead of at him. Like, oh, come on, most of it will be with him. Just kidding, Barnaby is adorable, good choice. She knows! She knows he's adorable. If that's your choice, you better hurry up and ask them. Are you certain? Yep. No need to think about it. Yep. I want Barnaby to be my date so I can kiss him on the mouth. Jam City, please let me. These aren't children anymore. They're about to graduate. And Harry had it first. Also, Harry had his first kiss at age 14. I don't know what Jam City is waiting for. Then it's settled. Now hurry on to the clock tower court. Why? I can just ask them, what's in the courtyard? Your date, of course. No, my date is right here, sitting behind you, 2 inches away. I'll send Barnaby there so you can ask her. No one cares. I'm not trying to keep my relationship perfect. Amazing camera angle. Okay. Alright, so what's happening? Where is he? Where is my boy? What is the sound I'm hearing? Never mind. He's right, today's been so odd. I was bored, then I was confused, then I was happy. Never mind, I'll keep it to myself. Whoa. But now I'm excited because Tulip said you had something you wanted to ask me. Yes, I've got great news. We can have it into the 3 broomsticks and it'll be just us with a lot of food. And that's our favorite thing, food! Madam Rosmata has offered me a romantic evening for 2 of the 3 broomsticks. You're my favorite big guy. We can say that and we can't kiss him? I think this might be the best line MC has ever said in game. You're my favorite big guy and I thought I'd better feed you. Do you want to come with me? I think we should feed you. I mean, yeah, I know what I just said, but food is our favorite thing other than magical creatures. I didn't think it needed to be said. Of course, Rahi, I adore the 3 broomsticks almost as much as I fancy you. I'm sorry, I'm so flustered now. I can call him big, but I can't kiss him. Jam City, what is wrong with you? And I know how to make our date quite interesting, huh? You're not going to turn it into some kind of athletic. This is not year 3. Relax. Professor McGonagall's confusing love story gave me something that resembles an idea. I think you'll like it. Something that resembles. Okay, I'll take your word for it. This always happens to you. So he wants to share love stories. That's actually a very sweet idea. I see you want us to gather love stories from other witches and wizards so we can share them on our date. That's really sweet. Exactly, we'll eat a delicious meal, drink warm butterbeer and share love stories by the candlelight. That's adorable. Why did I think this TLSQ was bad again? Confusing as the story might have been, it was quite nice to think of Professor McGonagall in love. Yeah, that's sweet. We'll have no trouble finding stories, although it might be hard to know which are great and which are common. You're the expert. What do you think? What's such a great love story apart from all the rest? I would hardly call myself an expert, but I keep forgetting the meaning of this word. The bittersweet end just makes me sad, but it happens too often, so I'll just go with devotion. I think devotion is the most important part of any great love story. Do you think mythological love stories count? I see. I'm sure we can find lots of stories like that. So for our date, let's seek out as many unique love stories as we can find. That's an adorable idea. I like that. Once we both have enough, we can meet back here and head out on our date together. It's a plan, and I think I know just where to start. That's an adorable idea. Since love is a delicate dance, I'll talk to one of Hogwarts' most beloved dancers, Diego Kaplan. But the only love story I'm getting out of Diego is like how he wooed Veruca by giving her flowers every day. No, we don't mean Merula's Aunt Veruca, I mean the MC Veruca. It is an unfortunate shared name. It's been 40 minutes and I've only done one part. I need to hurry up. Starting with your friends, you scour the Wizarding World in search of great love stories. But this may prove more difficult than your date originally thought, Why can't we just go with mythological love stories? I'm telling you, Barnaby, Krishna and Rukmini is adorable. Ooh, Savitri! Oh, I love Savitri! That was such a cute story. Ooh, and Shakuntala! Dude, I like mythology. I'm a nerd for mythology. Hello, Diego, do you have a moment to talk? For you, Sarahi, Diego Kaplan has several moments. I'm gathering great love stories to share on a date at the 3 Room 6. The people who want to date Diego are quaking right now. I thought you might have a great story or two to share. I have many great stories. I'm sure I can help, but perhaps you can do something for me first. Good God. I've been waiting all day for someone to come by and spar with me and you're the first person to show up. Good God, Diego. If you spar with me and keep my dueling skills keen, I will tell you the best love story ever told. Wow, that is quite an epic love you described. What epic love? I was focusing on the duel. Do not tell me a story in the middle of a duel. That kind of lifelong devotion is really something. But if you don't mind me asking, who is your story about? I thought the object of my love was obvious, but if you need it spelled out, Veruca McQuaid? My story was about dance, of course. What the hell? My story was about dance, of course. My lifelong devotion to the transcendent art of dance. Okay. Oh. What? I'm not sure a story about a love of dance is exactly what my date had in mind. We're talking about love between people. Perhaps not, but it is still one of the greatest love stories of all time, don't you think? No, don't do that. That's not what I was looking for. To be honest, it's not quite what I was looking for. I understand some great stories simply aren't appreciated in their time. Sorry I'm being mean to you, but no. If you're looking for something more traditional, you might try Dr. Charlie. Dude's gonna have nothing but his love for dragons, which is great in the case of love for dragons, but we're looking for love stories. Perhaps a story about his parents who suited him. Oh, that's right! That's adorable. Yeah, let's have Arthur and Molly Weasley. Oh, they're adorable. They have to have a really cute story. That's brilliant, Diego. I learned a bit about the Weasleys' history when I helped Arthur gather flowers for Molly. Oh yeah, we did do that. We did that last year. That was so cute. But perhaps Charlie could tell me something more specific. Ooh, I look for Charlie in the corridor between classes. I bet he'll have a wonderfully charming love story to write. Yeah, let's go get Charlie. Yay. Yeah. Why is there a random portrait of Godric Gryffindor here? Hi, Charlie. Charlie, hello. Perhaps you can help me. Certainly, if you have any questions about dragons, I'd be happy to give it a go. See, what did I tell you? Actually, I'm gathering great love stories to share on a date at the Sleep Room 6. The people who want to date Charlie are quaking now. Diego thought you might have a good story about your parents. Your father shared some of their history with me when I was trying to define love for an essay competition that was last year. Man, at least that TLSQ was cute. But I thought you might be able to tell me a more specific story, perhaps from their courtship. Courtship is such a nice word. I love that. Yuck, you always know I want to help you when I can. So yuck, really? But a love story about my parents is maybe the last thing on earth I want to think about. That are all bogies. What is wrong with you? Are you upset with me? A bit? I'm a bit upset actually. After all I've done for you at this school. Just ask me a story, Charlie. What is wrong with you? Your parents are so cute. I know I'm sorry to let you down, but don't give up on me yet. I might still be able to help. I don't want to hear about dragons too. I might not have the stomach for a story about my parents, but I know one that will thrill you when you're dead. I don't want to know about dragons. Why don't you just go randomly to the burrow and ask them straight up? Of course you told a story about dragons. Let me make sure I understand what you said. You've told me a story about 2 dragons. Okay, the 2 dragons are cute. Wait, actually elaborate. Yes, a love story. Elaborate. But it was about a male being chased up by a female and wreaking havoc on... Oh, is that what it was about? I wasn't paying attention. Exactly. Sarahi, at this point you're better off just narrating the tragic love story between Sebastian, Sarah and Ciara Devonshire. Start with the Avada quest. Actually no, start with the Crucio quest. End with the fact that Ciara died at age 20 and Sebastian kind of spent the rest of his life alone. It's very sad. Yeah, those are my headcanons. I am so sorry I'm causing Sebastian this much pain. But Ciara gotta die quick. That's not a love story, Charlie. Are you joking? What's not to love? I love dragons, bud. And I just played the Antipodian Opalaya quest last week. Adorable dragon. Very beautiful. I'm looking for love. Why don't I just go and ask Molly Weasley straight up? I was just saying that a great love story needs to have some sort of devotion, not just fighting. God! Alright, fine. You got me and I panicked. You got me. I panicked and told you a story that I love, but not a love story. I'm afraid the truth is, I'm just not that experienced in love. Yeah, I knew that, which is why I thought it was stupid to come to you to begin with. Other than my love for dragons, that is. Perhaps I need to look elsewhere for a great love story, but where? Just ask his parents straight up. They'll be happy to tell you. Everyone I've talked to so far has a bit of a one-track mind. Okay, that's funny. Do you know what I do when I'm looking for great stories about dragons? I head to the library. Okay, so if mythological love stories count, why can't I just narrate Krishna and Rukmini? Lucky for me, many of the best dragon stories are recorded in books, but the same is true for love. So right, Charlie, the books in the library are sure to hold some of the greatest love stories of all time. I'll head there now and see what I can find. So we are going back to the library for the 5,878th time. I haven't even been recording for an hour and I'm already bored. The only good thing in this TLSQ so far has been, you're my favorite good big guy and I thought I'd better feed you. That has been the only good thing. Remember the first date? TLSQ? Oh, you remember when we looked through the books and we asked Barnaby? Dating TLSQs used to be so sweet once upon a time. Now they're just kind of boring. Please be careful. There must be something I can do to get you to stop pawing over all these precious books. You can leave me alone. I really want to say that. Don't be rude to the adult. Don't be rude to the adult. Don't be rude to the adult. Of course, Madam Pins, perhaps you can help me search. I'm looking for a few books on love so I can gather Visiting World's greatest love stories. I know exactly where you should look, and it certainly isn't here. Follow me. Okay, thank God. Oh, being nice. But I was good for once. Of course, the game crashed. Yeah, game crashed. I booted it back up. It's okay. Thank you, Madam Pins. You've done as you promised and helped me locate several books on love. You must be quite pleased that you asked for my help. Without it, you might never have found them. Yes, but I'm concerned that these books might be a bit academic. I don't see the problem. These might be good for a report on love, but academics really aren't Barnaby's strong suit. Yes. I'm afraid the books in a school library are supposed to be academic, child. That's our job. If you're looking for something more entertaining, you might try a place like Flourish and Blots. Of course, Flourish and Blots is bound to have a book or two of great love stories. And they're now. So we basically wasted our time here. At least look at some of those books that you picked out in the last 3 hours. Madam Merula is on a roll today. She recommended about 6 perfect books. Oh, nice. Can't stand reading, really? Perhaps there's a spell that simply puts knowledge in your head. Believe me, ma'am, I wish a spell like that existed. Especially these days. I think I buy about 10 books for each one I actually read. Oh boy. Hello, Madam Merula. I'm wondering if you might be able to help me find a few books. Of course, perhaps you'll have even more than a few that will suit your needs. Tell me what you're looking for. I'm looking for great love stories to share on a date. I tried the Hogwarts Library, and while they had books on love, they were all a bit stuffy. You will find no shortage of unstuffy books here. Just tell me one thing so I can point you in the right direction. You have all sorts of love stories here. Do you prefer novels, histories, or poetry? Novels. Give me the wait, I do like history and mythology. Alright, let's go with Pride and Prejudice like stuff. Just give me novels. I think a few novels about love would suffice. A brilliant choice. Novelists tend to tell the best stories, and I have more than a few ideas for where to start. To begin, I'll get you a small stack. Then we'll search for a few more based on your suggestion. Whoa! Oh, this was a good idea. We should have just come here to begin with. You know, as Jamshadi is making MC an adult, all I want is this braid hairstyle. Because I really want to put Sarahi in a braid, but there is not a single good braid available in the game for MC. I want this hairstyle so bad. Blimey, we found so many books about love, Madam Merula. My arms are overflowing. Good God. Yeah, you said you wanted to look at novels, and there are countless great novels about love. Maybe I should have taken history. We gathered some of our bestsellers, so you know they're good. You don't think they're too popular, do you? Because while we are gathering these, I noticed almost everyone here has read and loved them. Those books are beloved. They're wildly popular. I think it's fair to say you will be in the know after you read them. Something wrong. These are great love stories. You won't find any that are better known than these. I suppose that's the problem. I need stories that are a bit less familiar. Barnaby will be excited to hear great love stories, but he wants them to be unique, something just for us. I wonder if these stories are a bit too well known to really impress my dad. I mean, he doesn't read much. Sorry, I know I shouldn't say that, but it's just kind of the truth. I see your problem. If you want something truly unknown, I'm afraid these won't do. They're still quite good though, so I hope you'll buy just a few. You know what? I might. I do like a good love story. That said, I may know a story that's just right for your purpose, but you won't find it in any book. Really? That's brilliant. Tell me. I'd be happy to, but it's a bit personal. Perhaps you should go somewhere a little more discreet after I close up. Meet me at the Leaky Cauldron and I'll tell you a completely unknown and totally unforgettable love story. Okay. You finally make some headway in your project thanks to Madam Veena, Xenophilus, where did he come from? And the singing sorcerer. Celestina Warbeck? Oh my god, I loved that TLSQ which revealed that Barnaby can sing. I regret not doing that on camera every single day. And I couldn't have done it on camera back in August because in that month I was extremely stressed about exams. My mandrakes are maturing quite nicely. That kind of news makes the whole day feel good. Okay, but mandrakes though. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, the Leaky Cauldron is my favorite place for all three. Good for you. Hello random person, what do you want? What's that? What do you say? It's like that guy. What? What did he say? Chocolate. Nah, Madam Villanelle. I'll stop laughing. I'm glad we could talk, Madam Villanelle. I've been trying to gather love stories for my date, but I haven't found one that's right yet. I'd have just the love story for you. It's unique and unknown like you asked for, but it's also a bit personal. Which is why I appreciate you agreeing to meet me away from work. Of course, your story sounds perfect so far. For Epkin, I should say the story is something of a secret, so you must be discreet. What do you say? Can I trust you to keep this story between you and your date? Of course! Just between me and Barnaby. Of course you can trust me, Madam Villanelle. Whatever it is, your secret is safe with me. Just for me and Barnaby. She has allowed us to tell our date, but no one else. Brilliant. I knew I could count on you, but thank you for reassuring me. I'm much more comfortable now. So sit back for a tale that's sure to intrigue your date. Story of Madam Villanelle and a secret admirer. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Her secret admirer is Mundungus Fletcher. And that is like the funniest and also like simultaneously the cutest thing. I remember that at some point in the past it has been hinted that Mundungus Fletcher hangs around and inside Flourish and Blots a lot, does not steal anything, does not do anything stupid, and he just basically just goes there just to hang out with Villanelle. It has to be Fletcher. And it is very funny and very cute. Blimey, so you've been receiving love letters from a secret admirer hidden in the books in your shop. Yes, my admirer hides notes in all kinds of books. I never know where I'm going to find the next one. To be honest, I never suspected running a bookstore would be so romantic, but here we are. Oh my god. Oh, that's just so cute. That's adorable. I think it's Fletcher, but regardless of who it is, that's adorable. And you still don't know who your secret admirer is. Of course not, and that's precisely why I have to keep the story quiet. It's better not to know. The mystery is what makes the whole thing so romantic, don't you think? I don't know. I kind of disagree. It's romantic for a while, but it tends to get boring, and then you want to just know who it is. Can we just agree to disagree? I disagree. If this person truly loves you, I think you'll want to know who they are and if you feel the same way. To each their own, I suppose. Yeah, agree to disagree. To each their own. To me, if the truth remains unknown, the feeling can never change. It's always grand. Fair enough. The initial spark is preserved in the amber of unknowing, you see. Unlike you, I can live happily in the mystery. I can't. Personally, I can't. But that works for you. The story will certainly make a good conversation on my date, Madam Villanelle. Thank you. I only need 1 or 2 more good love stories like this and I'll be ready to meet up with Barnaby. Maybe I should put on a nice dress. If you need another story, I know who you should talk to. Celestina Warbeck. Blimey, you know Celestina Warbeck? We know her too. We helped her put on a show. Yes, she's a regular. She's staying incognito for a short while at the Three Broomsticks and she owes me a favor. Her romances have been a bit more public than mine, but it will be quite different to hear them from her directly. Brilliant. I helped Celestina when she was having a bit of a dry spell musically. It'll be nice to see her again. She was such a sweet lady and she put Barnaby in the spotlight. I love that so much. That quest was great. I wish you could have seen my reaction. I was so happy doing that quest, and I completely made it for how stressful that August was. That TLSQ was a ray of sunshine. I'm sure you'll find the story to be quite fascinating and perfect thing to share on a date. If you have to the 3.6 now, I'll send word for her to meet you downstairs. Bye. Thank you, Madam Villanelle. You had a very cute story. I keep forgetting that I'm still supposed to edit this video. I've heard there's a celebrity staying in the inn upstairs. Calm down. That witch in the glasses looks familiar. Oh, good God, here we go again. Me? Oh, I'm here to investigate a theory that all brooms are secretly piloted by flying testers. Hi, Miss Warbeck, is that you? Yes, Sarai, it's nice to see you again. Madam Villanelle said that I might be able to help you. I certainly owe you one after you helped me reignite my creative flame and hold that fabulous concert at Hogwarts. I'm gathering love stories to share on a date. After telling me one of her own, Madam Villanelle said you might have a story to tell me as well. Oh, I have many. But before you talk, you may have noticed that despite my disguise, the room is starting to stir. Yeah, I've noticed. Help me thin out the curious crowd a bit before they swarm me, then we can talk. Fair enough, let's do that. So we basically told these people Gilderoy Lockhart is in like the Hogsmeade station. There we are. The more eager members of the gathering crowd have headed to Hogsmeade station. Perhaps now we can talk. Yes, you did excellent work, Sarai. I should keep you around more often. But without further ado, here it is, straight from the singing sorceress herself. The love song was released in your water. Okay, the truth is my love story is actually a story of many loves. I first fell in love with the backup dancer. No one was more adorable, more supportive, but that love faded. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, she says with such a happy face. Oh my God. Don't be, it faded because I fell in love with my manager, my future husband, and the father of my son. He and I had a wonderful few years, but then I met Irving Warble, the brilliant composer. What is happening with this woman? He pursued me doggedly, and in the end I gave in to the temptation. His was a love like I'd never known before. My, you've had a very rich love life, have I? God. Of course, to write as widely and as deeply about love as I do in my music, you need experience. I draw inspiration straight from my life, and as far as I'm concerned, love has no limit. By staying open to love as it comes, I benefit in both art and love. Don't you agree? I mean, I like the art and love thing. Yes, I agree. Perhaps you'd all be better off if you stayed open to love as it comes rather than looking for. No, wait, no, I should have disagreed. Barnaby is the one for Sarai. I'm glad you see it that way. Perhaps you'll make a great artist someday. Never mind. I did not mean that. I wish I could take that back. Now I really must be going. The crowd is going to return soon and I need to rest my vocal cords. Thanks for your story, Miss Warbeck. It was a pleasure talking with you. The pleasure was all mine, and you can tell Madam Villanelle that her favor has been returned. Farewell. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. I like your clothes. Oh, hello. Apple, forgive me for eavesdropping. My journalistic instincts sometimes get the better of me. What are you doing here, sir? Like, we love you, but why are you here? Mr. Lovegood, what a nice surprise. It's good to see you too, Sarai. I overheard your conversation with Celestina Warbeck and it's made me a bit worried. If you'll meet me outside, there's something urgent I'd like to speak with you about. What? Hey Zeno, I've got a story for you. The mystery of the vanished stocking. Some people. Oh, Fletcher! Can I interest you in some rare materials? I've got everything you might be looking for. Just ask. No thanks, Fletcher. No thanks. You do you. Yes, hello, Mr. Zeno. What's wrong? Thanks for agreeing to talk with me further. You said there was something urgent you wanted to discuss? Yes, though I adore Celestina Warbeck's music, I must strongly disagree with her personal ideas about love. I also disagree. I just did not realize what I was agreeing to. I overheard that you're gathering stories to share on Reddit, which I commend. Sharing stories is an essential art part down by druids, who were actually ancient aliens, you know. Ancient aliens is the name for sure. Wow, my dad will love this guy. But I couldn't simply let you share that story with your date without a counterpoint. Okay, I see. So you brought me out here to tell me there are other ways of thinking about love? I did not agree with her. Don't look for the one thing. I do believe in looking for the one. I just didn't realize what I was agreeing to. Because love and art do go hand in hand, even if it's just one person. Actually, I thought perhaps I could offer a story of my own for your project. It's quite different from Celestina's. Well, I'd be happy to hear it. Alright, tell me your love story, Mr. Lovegood. Then I'll have all the stories I need for my date. Some think love is a great blessing bestowed upon us by ancient magic. Oh, that is so cute. I love that. Oh, Mr. Lovegood, thank you for sharing that story. I see your point now. Rather than moving from love to love, your story is about letting love take root and grow over time. That is so cute and exactly what I agree with. Now that I was actually paying attention to the context, I should probably pay attention to the energy sections. That's on me. Yes, a chain of new loves may inspire Celestina, but for me, Pandora Lovegood is all the inspiration I need. And even though a tragic accident took her from me, we loved so deeply and for so long, our love did not end with her life. We love that. That's so cute. I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Lovegood. Thank you. But Pandora will always be with me, reflected in our daughter, in the spell she created, and in my memories. It's good we bumped into one another. I'm sure my date will be interested to hear yours and Celestina's stories. They're quite different experiences, which is really all I hope to communicate. When you're young, it's important to know what's out there. The unexamined life is hardly worth living. But I wonder, of the two perspectives on love, mine and Celestina's, which one is closer to your own? Definitely yours. I'm with you. I'm only interested in one great love. Just one. I think we'll find its rewards only grow the longer you are together. That's so cute. I love that so much. Thank you again for sharing your story with me. Now that I have enough to share on my date, I'd better get going. My date asked me to meet them in the courtyard when I'm ready, so I'll head there now. Should I put myself in a nice dress? Hello, why are you angry? Duel me! Come on, duel me! No thanks. Not let that Gryffindor bother you. He's been challenging everyone to a duel after I beat him. Sad, really. What is happening? Hi, Sly. I've been working hard at a spell that could turn Sun repeats cloaks into groans just for fun. Why would you want him to sound sus? Hi, where's Barnaby? I put on a nice dress and everything. I mean, it's very classic. It's my very classic dress, but still nice. What just Sly? Looks to me like you're looking for someone. Perhaps I can help. Yeah, I was supposed to meet Barnaby here, but I don't see him anywhere. After gathering love stories to share over party bears, we were going to head to the Three Broomsticks for a date. I've been here for some time and I haven't seen him. But I'm sure he's alright. You don't think we should be worried about him, do you? No, I don't see why I should be worried. He's probably still collecting stories. No, I'm not worried, just confused. Good. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for his absence. He's probably still collecting his part of the stories. And there are plenty of other students here. So did someone saw something, or we could just wait like normal people. Let's ask around for a bit and see if anyone's seen Barnaby, or at least knows about his whereabouts. Yes, you say you saw Barnaby studying in the library? He was probably collecting his own stories, yeah. I saw the person you were asking about there, yes. And it wasn't long ago. I'll head to the library right now. Perhaps Barnaby will still be there and I can learn why he stood. He's not standing you up, he's just taking a while. The big guy and we should feed you line is the only good thing about this quest so far. Oh, that and the cute love stories. The love stories are cute. Can you find your missing date before it's too late? Your search will take you down some unexpected roads, including one that may lead to the mysterious elixir of life. I'm sorry, isn't that the sorcerer's stone? What has that got to do with literally anything? I've made it so my textbooks cry out if I fall asleep while reading them. Jesus. Hey, Charlie. If you want to hear more on dragons, I've just read some fascinating details about the Ukrainian army. Good God, Charlie. Not now! Someone's called and exploded in potions today. It was brilliant. Well, it couldn't be Gareth Weasley. Well, I don't see him here. Hi, back so soon. I hope you were well done with your search for love stories. Please do let me know how I can help so I can keep you from making a complete mess like your friend. I'm just looking for Barnaby, Madam Pince. We were meant to meet in the courtyard. You haven't seen Barnaby by any chance, have you? That's exactly who I was talking to you about. He just ran off and left quite a mess when he did. Some of you don't realize how important tidiness is to a functioning library. It will take forever to put all this away. Let me guess, now I need to put these books away for you, and until then you won't tell me where he is. Before you do that, perhaps I could take a look at the materials that were left behind. That might give me a clue as to where he's gone. I have plenty of high priority jobs to do, so how I did it. Okay, at least I don't have to put them away. It is as I feared. This is that point of the TLSQ which I really hated in the data mine. Oh my god. All of these materials seem to have one subject in common, something called the elixir of life. Do you know anything about that, Madam Pince? Of course I do. I am the librarian. These books are in my care. I'm quite familiar with them all. Okay, don't flex and just tell me. But the elixir of life is not something I'm going to discuss with you. That's beyond my function as librarian. Good god. But this could point me to where my date has gone. There must be something I can do to get your help. You think so, do you? What exactly do you have in mind? Ask nicely. It would mean a great deal to me if you were here. I'm being nice. I'm a very nice person. It's quite important and I promise not to be a bother. You're a respectful student and you were polite to me before when you let me help you search for the books. See? I'm being nice. And since you've asked so nicely, it's hard to refuse. I'll tell you what I know. The elixir of life is a rare and controversial substance produced by the Philosopher's Stone. Sorcerer's Stone, whichever. It's said to prolong the life of the drinker indefinitely. Many have sought it, few have succeeded. This would not be something Barnaby would prioritize. I remember thinking this when I read the data mine. He's trying to find the elixir of life to prolong MC's life. This is not behaviour. This is not Barnaby behaviour. This is Merula and Sebastian behaviour. Not Barnaby, Penny, Talbott, Jay, Badeea, Chiara behaviour. These people prioritize their relationship with MC. Okay, let me just go through the TLSQ first and then I'll judge. I don't remember the data mine exactly, but I must advise you to put this subject out of your mind. It will bring no good fortune, only danger. Barnaby trying to look for the elixir of life for this purpose is the equivalent of Sebastian going after the relic. That is why we already know Barnaby would not behave like this. Oh, now I remember why I hated this TLSQ. If that's true, then my date could be at risk. I have to do something. Well, I hope you don't expect my help. Only a fairly scrupulous adult would help a student track down the elixir of life, and I'm not one of those. No, I mean, let's stop him from looking for it. That's it. Exactly. It might have been such a stupid, unscrupulous adult. I happen to know. Oh my god. Don't say that in front of her, you stupid idiot. Yeah, go ahead. Tell the staff where you're going. Idiot. If you had to deal with Mananga's lecturer, I'd watch out. He tried to sell me an empty dragon's egg once. How did he empty out a dragon? You know what? I don't care. What are you looking at? Doesn't. I seem to have misplaced my shopping list. You don't happen to know the ingredients for Verita serum, do you? No. I've already given my notes. I no longer care. Why, hello there, Sarai. Come to shop my wares, I take it? Not really. I'm actually here looking for Barnaby. I got stood up. You did not get stood. Okay, you probably did get stood up because this game has no idea what Barnaby's character sketch is. I got stood up and I think it has something to do with a substance called the elixir of life. Oh yeah, young wizard came by looking for that just not too long ago. Really? That means I'm on the right track. Of course you are. Unfortunately, I was out of my supply then. But you're in luck. I've restocked and I happen to have a bottle of that old elixir of life right. Very funny. You do? Yes, I do. Why? You saying you don't trust me? I trust you, but when it comes to important things, but not when it comes to shopping with me. Of course I don't trust you, you freaking idiot. After all, it's a bit convenient that you suddenly have a bottle of elixir of life and I show up. There's no harm in being good at one's job. I suppose I'm supposed to have things that people want after all, but I don't want it. Now if you're serious, I can offer you this and dandy elixir for just 200 gallons. That's a steal. Very funny, I don't want it. But you'd better decide fast. I've got other interested parties. Yeah, very funny again. 200 gallons. For that price, I'm sure you won't mind if I inspect the bottle first. If you insist, you can take a look. You'll have to be quick about it though. Obviously, I don't want it anyway. It's just funny. At this point, it's just funny to mess with Mananga's stretcher. Yeah, so obviously that isn't the elixir and this is a scam. After careful examination, I'm starting to think that this might not be the elixir of light, Mananga's. That's killing water. I knew not to trust you, and you just said about where the elixir comes from. What you just said about where the elixir comes from proves I'm right. It comes from the stone, not a freaking fruit, idiot. I have no idea what you're talking about. The elixir comes from a fruit. Everyone knows that. No, you idiot. It comes from the Philosopher's Stone. I'm afraid not. Madam Beth said the elixir of life comes from the Philosopher's Stone. Alright, fine, you cut me, but you can't blame me for trying to make a living. Just why I'm not mad about this. The truth is, some of us start to suspect the elixir of life is a myth. Think about it. If it was really so easy to become immortal, everyone would do it. I mean, not me. I don't want to be immortal. I'm gonna die. Well, what I can't figure out is why my date would stand me up all of a sudden and rush off in search of flippin' immortality, which is Sebastian behavior. If this was a Hogwarts Legacy dating quest, that would fit. Not in Hogwarts Mystery though, and not with Barnaby or Penny or Talbot or anyone for that matter, with the exception of Merula, because Merula is known for stupid decisions. Beats me. Perhaps they saw something that spooked them. They probably asked Sebastian about his love story with Sienna and then got afraid that Sienna died at age 20. Hey, I won't lose Sarai that early. Again, this is just not canon, straight up. This is stupid. It's tempting to think you might be able to control how your own story ends after all. Make sure you get a happy ending. That's an interesting choice of words, Manangas. This whole thing started with Professor McGonagall's love story, and the ending of the story was quite sad. The sudden elixir of life has something to do with Professor McGonagall's love story. So he's no longer confused about what lost means, and that's the only joke I'm gonna make. And what you're saying, I guess you're right. Worrying about the future leads people to do a lot of strange things. Perhaps I'd better head back to Hogwarts and talk to... Just look for Barnaby. Can we stop this nonsense? Also, it's getting really hot in this room. Professor McGonagall! My date is doing something stupid. Hello, Professor McGonagall. May I have a word? I'm in a confusing situation and I'm not sure what to do.
Oh.
Of course, tell me what's wrong, child. My date and I were so touched by our love story that we set out to gather love stories of our own. We were supposed to meet up and share them after we were done, but my date stood me up. Stop saying he stood you up, dude. He freaked out. Even, this is not canon. This is not canon. This is not canon. I believe he's gone in search of the elixir of life, but I'm not sure why and I don't know what to do. Yes, I'm aware. Where you are? Of course, we teachers aren't infected with the conjunctivitis curse. We can see what's in front of us. And you're not the first person today I've had to warn about the dangers of the elixir of life. Oh, I know. Does that mean my date came to see you too? No, I saw the rest of books in the library, talked to Madam Pitts and sought out the culprit. Someone had to set him straight. So, Barnaby is in search of the elixir. Like an idiot. Which is something he would never do. Like, he is somewhat of an idiot, but this is just... He is not Sebastian level idiot. In fact, I think I've made this joke before, but Sebastian and Barnaby start in the same place and then split off completely after the library. Sebastian goes the dark arts route and Barnaby goes the route of absolute purity. As to why our date went in search of the elixir of life, I leave that between you two. However, there are a few things with the elixir of life that I should make perfectly clear before you leave. I just want to know where he is, yaar. Thank you for telling me more about the elixir of life, Professor. I see now why you're concerned. Yes, as I said, young people in love often experience strong feelings that they want to last forever. In that state, it's easy to become enamored with the idea of things like the elixir of life. What is this Sebastian behaviour? But the cost of such pursuits is often greater than the reward, and the elixir is quite fallible. So either my date didn't get the full picture or something made him think the danger was worth it. This is Sebastian behaviour and Merula. But that's it. No one else will behave like this. This is just straight up not canon and nonsense. This is nonsense. This is why I don't like dating TLSQs anymore. They give the same story to every single one of our dates, even if it doesn't match their personality. Merula is the only one who would engage in such behavior. None of the other dates in Hogwarts Mystery would engage in this behavior because they prioritize the relationship with MC over stuff like this. And I've already said this before. So this is just straight up not something Barnaby would do. That's not his character. Mandangas thought something might have spooked him. I admit it made me think of your story. I wonder if the idea of the story ending sadly drove him to try and stop the same thing from happening to us. Hell, it happened to Sebastian and Sienna, your ancestor. But he don't know that. And I'm not killing Sarahi off, thank goodness. No, Sarahi lives long and well. With 3 children. That's an interesting theory, but I'll let your date speak to the motivation. Huh? That doesn't make sense. The sentence. I'll add that all good things do eventually end. That's precisely what gives them their meaning. In this slide, each moment is a gift and one we'd be wise to savor. Barnaby knows this. He prioritizes his relationship with Sarah. He knows. This is Sebastian behavior. I'll say this as many times if I have to. I understand, Professor, but that reminds me, this all started with a gift from Madame Mota. Did you ever open it? I'll admit I was a bit curious if it was somehow related to your story. Oh yes, it was. It was a very thoughtful gift, a teapot from Madame Pudfoot's tea shop. It was the very teapot she used to serve me and my husband Elphinstone when we used to go there. He proposed to me countless times in that tea shop before I finally accepted on our walk by the... Oh! That makes sense! And if you loved him, why did you wait so long to accept? The truth is my attachments to the past were making it hard for me to accept the love that was right in front of me. Aww. Madame Mosmanda's kind gift is a nice reminder of all those happy times in my life. That's so cute. But the best gift of all is the time that you have together, however much of it there is. That's just so cute. Enjoy what you have while you can. Don't let love of the past or fear of the future distract you from the present. This is also cute and I love this. This is advice that Sebastian needs, not Barnaby. I wish I could do exactly what you're saying and enjoy a night on a date right now. But I'm not sure how to do that. I've been looking all over and it seems like I'm always one step behind. He didn't say where he was going when he left, I'm afraid. Only that it was where he should have been all along. And he hoped his search didn't make him too late. Oh no, it did. I'm upset. But I'm only upset with the game, not Barnaby in general. Because Barnaby would not do this. Again. It's just not in his character to do this. Blimey, if that means what I hope it means, I know where I'll find him. I ran to the 3 room 6 now so I can finally enjoy my date with Barnaby. Good God. Chancellor has no idea what he's doing. Alright, here we go. Ooh, nice bag. That's cute. I like the floating candles. Food. I'm hungry. Now I'm just hungry again. Damn, man knows what I really put in a lot of work into making this date romantic. And speaking of dates, Barnaby, there you are. You done being an idiot? Don't worry, I know it's not your fault. It's the game's fault. You would never be such a big idiot. I only expect this kind of idiotic behavior of looking for a potion with panic from Merula and or Sebastian. This is the only person I expect this behavior from. Barnaby would not behave like this. End of story. That's right. I've been waiting for you. And I've been looking for you, bud. I've been looking all over for you, love. Professor McGonagall said you'd gone where you should have been all along. I only hoped it was here. I'm sorry I didn't come to the courtyard when I said I would. It's not your fault. This game has no idea what it's doing. I got so wrapped up in searching for the elixir of life. Again, Barnaby looking for the elixir of life is like the equivalent of Sebastian looking for that relic. And the thing is, they're just not the same character. These are completely different characters who split off after the library adventure. Barnaby going to the path of complete purity, Sebastian going into the path of dark arts. They're similar for 3 quests before they split off completely. That's one of the funniest things I realized about Sebastian. He did start off as similar to Barnaby and then split off. Went in completely opposite directions, both of them. You know how hard it is for me to do 2 things at once. Yeah. But what does this all have to do with the elixir of life? Which I don't think you did anything. Don't worry, Barnaby. I do not consider this canon, so I'm not upset with you. It's a long story, but I can explain. I just hope you'll forgive me after I do so we can enjoy this perfect date. Don't worry, Barnaby, I don't consider this canon. Look at Madame Rosemacha, just standing there like a proud mom. That's so cute. We love her. We love proud mom Rosemacha. I kept reading love stories that ended too early. It was a bit sad for my taste. Let me just explain something. So, in my Hogwarts mystery canon, I'm keeping Sebastian from Legacy all the way into the mystery timeline, as I'm sure you know at this point because I've mentioned this before. And Sebastian is basically really old by the time he gets to the mystery timeline. And he's basically an uncle to Sarahi. He's basically this really old uncle to Sarahi, and he also tells her I used to be in love with your great aunt, but she died very quickly. That kind of thing. Because Sebastian is also helping Sarahi with the only reason I see Barnaby maybe panicking about how his story with Sarahi would end is he knew this story from Uncle Sebastian and he panicked. But even if he panicked, he would straight up just take up this concern with Sarahi. I heard this story and it made me panic a bit. He would not just straight up go and look for the elixir of life by not even consulting Sarahi. He would just tell Sarahi, I heard the story, it made me concerned and sad, and I hope we don't end up like that. He just straight up take it up with her. Won't run off to find an elixir. But that's the only thing I see him being concerned about. So I don't consider any of this elixir of life crap canon. Blimey, so Mandangas was right. While researching love stories, you got spooked by what you saw. I kept reading love stories that ended too soon. It all started to feel so tragic. They all had the kind of devotion you said makes a great love story, but their ending started to worry me. And when I read about Nicholas Flamel and his wife Perenelle, I learned about the elixir of life. I thought perhaps we could use it to make sure you and I have a happy ending. Well, newsflash, you're gonna have a happy ending regardless. We could be together forever. But that's not necessary. This is not canon. I just need to tell myself that this is not canon, this is not canon. And now I remember why I hated this TLSQ so much when I read the data mine. This is why. Because this is straight up isn't canon. This won't happen. Barnaby would not do this. He just straight up wouldn't. And I've said this over 1,000,000 times now. I'm going to keep repeating this. What makes me mad. I see. So that's why you went in search of it. You were scared our time together would someday end. That's just a fact of life, bud. Yes, but I wasn't exactly subtle, and Professor McGonagall caught wind of my activity rather quickly. She's quite clever. She said I'd become so distracted I was letting my actual time with you slip right by. She said something similar to me before sending me here. She also said that all good things end, and that's what gives them their meaning. Perhaps you can explain what that means a bit later. For now, I just want to say I'm sorry I stood you up. I only hope that now you know why I did it. Perhaps you can forgive me. I forgive you because I don't consider this canon. Of course I forgive you, Barnaby. You were only trying to help. This isn't canon. This straight up just isn't canon. Oh, wonderful. I went about everything all wrong. All the time I spent looking for the elixir of life, I should have spent with you. Then we'd better make up for lost time and get started on this date. I've got some great love stories to tell and give me the food. Food. Where is the food? I'm afraid dude, why was I doing all the work here? I'm afraid my search for Alex that kept me from finding any great love stories. I did, however, have time to get you a gift. Huh? I got us covered story-wise. I had more than enough to get us through tonight. Now tell me more about this gift. Yeah, give me the gift. I like gifts. Perhaps you can tell me your favorite of the love stories first. Then I'll give my gift to you. Xenos. Favorite one. I enjoyed Xenophilius' love story the most. The story of enduring and singular love. That's the cutest one. He loved his wife Pandora since the day he met. She was the only one for him. They spent years together deepening their love and she touched every part of his life. Oh, how sweet. Well done, Sarai. Yeah, that's my favorite one. I like that. The story did end quite sadly though. Pandora passed away too soon. So did Sienna. Made Sebastian very sad. But thanks to all the time they shared, Xenophilius said he still sees her everywhere in his life. In their daughter, in his work, and the memories of their years together. That's so cute. I can see why you like that one so much. It's quite touching. It was a cracking story. And hearing it, I can't stop thinking about how special you are to me. No matter how many stories you tell, I suspect I know which my favorite love story of all will be. Y'all are cute. The story of Barnaby and Sarai. Y'all are cute. How sweet, Barnaby. But are you sure about that? After all, you haven't heard all the stories yet. You're right. I'd better cozy up to you and listen to every single love story you have. I wish Jam City would let us cozy up. But before I start, I want you to give you a gift. Give me a gift. I like gifts. What the hell is that? Was that a music box? It is basically the equivalent of a music box, and I love music boxes. It's a custom lockbox. I thought you could write some of these stories down and you can store them in here. That is adorable. That way you'll always remember tonight the stories we shared and how much I fancy you. Can we kiss now? Please let us. At what point will we be allowed to? Seriously? No ending animation? This quest was absolutely not worth it. I'm going back to Hogwarts Legacy. The things I get out of the companion mode are more satisfying than this. You know, other romance TLSQs that weren't that great, they were just boring. But they at least had like nice endings, cute endings. This one is just straight up boring and nonsense. Because at least 99% of our dates would not behave the way they have behaved today. This is nonsense. This TLSQ is nonsense. Love stories. This TLSQ gets a 2 out of 10. 1 point for the love stories that were actually kind of cute. And the line about you're my favorite because we should feed you. That's it. These are the only 2 points that TLSQ is getting because the rest of it has been awful. You know what? I have nothing to say. If you enjoyed it, that's good. I didn't. That's my opinion. I hope you guys at least enjoyed the video. Tell me down in the comments what you thought of this TLSQ, how you would rank it. Actually, I'm gonna find my copy of Krishna and Rukmini because that's an actually good love story and I really enjoy it. Bye everyone. Have a nice day. See you next week. Bye.